God says, "Congratulations, beloved child. You have walked through valleys where shadows tried to cover you. Yet you did not surrender your light. You carried pain silently, tears no one else saw. And still you chose faith over fear. Today heaven speaks your name with joy. Because the journey you thought would break you has only proven your strength. Congratulations. For you did not let bitterness live in your heart, even when betrayal touched you. Congratulations. For your soul chose patience when the world mocked your waiting. Congratulations. Because you have trusted me, even when silence felt heavy. Beloved, you thought no one noticed. But I saw every prayer whispered in the dark. I saw you wake up on mornings when your spirit felt weak. Yet you rose with hope anyway. I saw how you chose kindness when cruelty would have been easier. I saw how you forgave when revenge whispered loudly. Congratulations. Because your faith has reached my throne and returned with blessings. You will no longer walk with empty hands, for I am filling them with gifts that overflow. You will no longer wait at closed doors, for I myself am opening the ones meant for you. Congratulations. Because you have arrived at the turning point of your destiny. This is not a small blessing, child. This is not a moment of chance. This is my divine plan manifesting in your life. The weight of yesterday will not follow you into tomorrow. The shame of the past will not define your new name. Congratulations. Because I am rewriting your story with glory. I am clothing you with favor. I am surrounding you with protection. I am guiding you into places you never thought you would see. Beloved, every tear you cried was a seed. And now you stand in the season of harvest. Do not call yourself forgotten. For I never left your side. Do not call yourself unworthy. For I chose you long before the world knew your name. Congratulations. Because you have endured storms. And storms cannot remain forever. The sun is rising over your life, and it carries warmth, renewal, and promise. I celebrate you, not because of riches, not because of worldly power, but because your heart remained aligned with me. Congratulations for choosing love over hate, peace over war, and faith over doubt. Beloved, you will see how every closed chapter led you to this new beginning. You will look back and realize that nothing was wasted. Even the pain was a teacher. Even the silence was a preparation. Even the loss was a redirection. Congratulations. Because you are no longer standing at the edge, you are stepping into the promise. Angels rejoice with you, and heaven sings because you refuse to give up. Child, I say again, congratulations. Not for worldly applause, but for divine approval. You walked faithfully when no one clapped. You stood firm when no one praised. Now, I am the one who crowns you. Congratulations. Because blessings are arriving faster than you can imagine. Favor is following you. Grace is lifting you. Mercy is surrounding you. Do not fear how it will happen. For my ways are higher than your ways. Congratulations. Because I have already made a way. Congratulations, beloved. Because what was once delayed is now being delivered. Your prayers were not denied. They were preserved for this very moment. I held back certain doors because the timing was not yet perfect. But now the hour has come. The blessings that seemed far are now near. The people who are meant to walk with you are being aligned into your path. Congratulations. Because you will no longer chase what belongs to you. What I have written for you will find you, and nothing can stand in its way. Beloved, you felt invisible at times, but heaven has been watching closely. I measured your steps. I counted your tears. I heard your cries. And now I release a new song over your life. Congratulations. Because the shame that covered you will be removed. You will rise from ashes and shine with beauty beyond expectation. You will look in the mirror and no longer see wounds, but healed scars that tell a story of victory. Your past will not hold chains around your feet. Your mistakes are forgiven. Your debt of guilt is canceled, and your future is blessed. Congratulations, because you did not allow despair to swallow you. You lifted your eyes. When the world told you to bow down, you trusted me when logic said it was impossible. You believed in miracles when others mocked your hope. Beloved child, those who laughed at you will see my glory upon you. Those who doubted you will witness your breakthrough. Those who abandoned you will realize you were never alone. For I was with you. Congratulations, because you are stepping into restoration. What was stolen will be returned. What was broken will be mended. What was empty will overflow. I will surprise you with goodness that exceeds your prayers. Beloved, prepare your heart, for joy is coming in waves. Not a drop, not a trickle, but waves of joy and peace. Congratulations, for you have walked through fire and come out without being consumed. Your faith was tested, but it did not die. Your spirit was stretched, but it did not break. Your heart was wounded, but it still beats with love. And now I crown you with honor for your endurance. Congratulations, because the heaviness you carried will be lifted. You will breathe again without fear, will walk freely without chains. You will rise boldly without doubt. Child, I say again, congratulations. This new season will not resemble the last one. Where there was struggle, there will be ease. Where there was darkness, there will be light. Where there was lack, there will be abundance. Beloved, do not underestimate what I am about to do. Your testimony will inspire nations. Story will heal others. Your journey will bring hope to the hopeless. Congratulations, because you are chosen for more than survival. You are chosen for victory. Every battle you fought has prepared you for this crown. Every sacrifice you made has built the foundation for this blessing. Every lonely night you endured has called forth a new dawn. Child, rejoice, for heaven has announced your season of celebration. The chains are broken, the doors are open, the blessings are released. Beloved child, you have come so far. The path you walked was not simple, and yet your spirit chose not to surrender. Every season of silence was not abandonment. It was preparation. I was shaping you when you thought nothing was happening, was planting roots deep within you when you only saw emptiness above the ground. Your patience has not been wasted. Your faith has not been ignored. The harvest that seemed delayed is now ready to meet you. What you carried in secret will now bloom openly. The hidden work of years will now shine like the morning sun. I tell you, child, you are stepping into days you once only dreamed about. The struggles that pressed you will no longer define you. The chains of yesterday are falling, and freedom is wrapping itself around your life. No longer will you walk with the weight of sorrow that tried to silence your laughter. No longer will you carry the burden of rejection that tried to poison your heart. I am breathing fresh life into your spirit. I am pouring peace into your soul. I am lifting you into a place where joy will not fade. Those nights you questioned if you were seen, I assure you now, you were never unseen. My eyes never left you. My hand never released you. My love never wavered. When the storm raged, I was the anchor that held you still. When the darkness grew thick, I was the light that refused to be extinguished. When you thought the end had come, I whispered hope into your bones. Now, beloved, you rise into newness. This is not just survival. This is transformation. This is not just another chapter. This is a new book written by my hand. You will no longer feel like an outsider to blessing. You will no longer watch joy from a distance. You will taste it Live it, and carry it as your new reality. Pain of the past will not follow you into the new days ahead. I am closing that door and locking it behind you. Your story from now will be marked by grace. Where there was weakness, strength will overflow. Where there was confusion, clarity will reign. Where there was fear, courage will grow. Beloved child, you are ready for what is coming. The very weight that pressed you has now shaped you into someone who can hold greater blessings. The very fire that tested you has purified you into gold that cannot be destroyed. The very silence that tried to break you has made your faith unshakable. Now you step forward, not as who you once were, but as who I have always seen you to be. I delight in you, I rejoice over you. I take pride in the way you did not let despair win. This is your rising season. This is the unveiling of all I promised you. Walk freely, child, for your steps are guided, your path is prepared, your destiny is unfolding. Child of light, I see how many times you questioned if the struggle was worth it. I know the nights when you held your breath, wondering if the dawn would even come. I saw the weight you carried when no one else could understand. I was there when you whispered words of surrender, and still I held you up with unseen strength. Every battle you faced was not to crush you, but to shape you into a vessel of endurance. Storms that rose against you were loud, but they did not drown the song inside you. The shadows tried to silence you, yet your spirit kept singing. You may not have noticed, but each time you rose again, heaven applauded. Each tear you shed became a testimony written in eternity. Each moment you resisted despair became a foundation stone of victory. Child, I have been weaving your story with threads of grace. You thought some chapters were wasted, but they were preparing you for the pages to come. I do not waste pain, and I do not abandon promises. What I spoke over you still stands, and now it is time for fulfillment. You will no longer stand in waiting alone. I am bringing alignment into your life, connections that serve your purpose, doors that open by my hand. What once felt distant will suddenly be near. What once seemed impossible will unfold with ease. Do not look back in fear, for the past has no power over you anymore. Do not look ahead with worry, for the future is already secured in my plan. You stand in the place between endings and beginnings, and I am making all things new. Your hands that once felt empty will now overflow. Your heart that once felt heavy will now dance with joy. Your spirit that once felt weary will now soar with renewed strength. I am the one who carries you, and I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. The tables are turning in your favor. The winds are shifting to carry you forward. The light is breaking through in places where darkness thought it had won. Beloved, your waiting season was not punishment, it was preparation. Now comes the unveiling. Now comes the release. Now comes the abundance you could only imagine. Before you will see restoration flow like rivers into every dry place of your life. You will see joy sprout from the soil of sorrow. You will see peace blossom where there once was chaos. I tell you now, lift your head, for you are walking into answered prayers. Lift your heart, for the weight is gone. Lift your voice, for the song of triumph belongs to you. The very things that once seemed too far are now within reach. The very dreams you thought were dead are breathing again. The very hopes you buried are rising in full color. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is my promise unfolding with perfect timing. My child, you have walked through long nights, but the dawn is here. Every cry that left your lips has been gathered like treasure before my throne. Not one sigh of your heart has been ignored. Not one step of endurance has been unseen. I have held your story in my hands, and I have written it with care. Even when you felt forgotten, I was watching. Even when you felt abandoned, I was near. Even when you thought all strength was gone, I was carrying you. You wondered why the doors closed, but I was protecting you from paths that would harm you. You questioned why certain people left, but I was clearing space for those who will love you rightly. You asked why the blessing was delayed, but I was aligning it to arrive at the perfect time. Now you will see what the waiting was. 4. Now you will taste the sweetness that comes after endurance. Now you will stand where you once only dreamed of standing. Child, the season you are entering will heal the wounds of the past. I will pour peace over the places that once burned with pain. I will give laughter where there once was mourning. I will give plenty where there once was lack. Do not think small, for what I am doing is greater than your imagination. Do not cling to the old, for the new I am releasing is beyond comparison. Your journey has not been easy, but it has not been wasted. Every scar you carry is proof of your strength. Every trial you overcame is proof of your resilience. Every valley you walked through is proof that my light never left you. Now I raise you higher, not because of luck, but because of my promise. I am turning your sorrow into testimony. I am turning your wounds into wisdom. I am turning your silence into songs of joy. Beloved, step forward with courage, for the ground beneath you is holy. Step forward with faith, for the way is prepared. Step forward with trust, for my hand is steady upon you. You will no longer see yourself as broken, but as whole. You will no longer see yourself as overlooked, but as chosen. You will no longer see yourself as defeated, but as victorious. My light is surrounding you. My grace is clothing you. My love is filling you. And as you rise, those around you will see that I have been with you all along. They will see that what was meant to destroy you has only lifted you higher. They will see that nothing can stand against the one I call mine. So rest, child, and rejoice. The time of renewal is here. The time of fulfillment is here. The time of overflow is here. Beloved child, I know the hidden weight you carried in silence. You wore a smile on your face, yet inside your heart carried storms. You encouraged others while secretly longing for encouragement yourself. You lifted many, even when your own spirit felt heavy. I saw every quiet sacrifice. I saw the moments you gave when you had little left. I saw the kindness you offered when the world offered you cruelty. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has gone unseen. The heavens record your faithfulness, and now comes the reward. You thought the night was endless, but look, morning light has broken through. The shadows are retreating, the fear is dissolving, the heaviness is lifting. This is a new chapter written with love. This is a page filled with hope, lined with joy, marked by peace. The world may not understand how you endured, but I know. And because I know, I will now show. I will show my power through your story. I will show my love through your life. I will show my promise through your testimony. What once was pain will become a platform. What once was struggle will become strength. What once was weakness will become wisdom. Child, your journey is not only for you, it is for those who will one day hear your story and find courage. You are a living testimony of my grace. You are a walking sign of my mercy. You are proof that I do not abandon. I transform. Lift your eyes now, for better days are unfolding before you. Lift your heart now, for joy is not distant, it is here. Lift your voice now, for your silence has been exchanged for songs of victory. Beloved, breathe freely, For the air of freedom surrounds you. Walk boldly, for the ground of promise is under your feet. Live fully, for the gift of abundance has been placed in your hands. The places where you felt lack will overflow. The places where you felt weak will shine with strength. The places where you felt unseen will now be filled with honor. For I am the one who restores, and I am the one who lifts. Nothing was lost, only prepared. Nothing was broken, only reshaped. Nothing was delayed, only timed perfectly. So now, step forward into the days that were written for you long before you knew them. Step forward with joy, for sorrow has no claim on you anymore. Step forward with peace, for confusion has no voice in your future. Step forward with faith, for doubt has no power to hold you. Child, you are free, free to love, free to rise, free to become all that I have created you to be. This freedom is not fragile, it is everlasting. This blessing is not temporary, it is eternal. This joy is not fleeting, it is rooted deeply. Hold your head high, beloved, for your journey has turned to victory. Child of mine, I see how your heart ached in silence. I know the nights when tears fell freely, yet no one was there to wipe them away. I felt the weight of loneliness pressing on your soul, and I was there. Every sigh, every prayer, every quiet plea was heard in heaven. You believed even when it seemed impossible. You hoped even when hope felt distant. You loved even when love seemed to betray you. All of this was shaping you for the glory that now rises before you. You will see how the pieces that seemed broken will form a masterpiece. You will witness how the doors that were closed were only redirecting you to doors that lead to honor. You will understand that every delay was a signal of my perfect timing. No longer will you question your worth, for I have declared it over you. No longer will you doubt your place, for I have positioned you where you belong. No longer will you fear the unknown, for I am the guide of your steps. Your faith has carried you farther than you imagined. Your patience has built a foundation stronger than mountains. Your resilience has created a story that angels celebrate. Beloved, do not underestimate the power of what you endured. Every tear you shed watered seeds that are now blooming. Every night you spent wondering if you were enough has been replaced by dawns of certainty. Every fear you faced has been turned into courage. Now you are stepping into a life that mirrors your soul's deepest desires. You will find peace in places you thought were impossible. You will find joy in moments you feared would never come. You will find fulfillment where emptiness once lingered. Your journey has been sacred, and it has prepared you for divine encounters. You will meet people who lift you higher. You will encounter opportunities that honor your purpose. You will experience blessings that reflect my love for you. The chains that held your spirit are gone. The heaviness that weighed on your heart has lifted. The fear that shadowed your path has faded. Step forward now with a heart unafraid, for the light of heaven is shining upon you. Walk boldly into your new season, for it has been crafted for you by my hands. Receive the abundance that has been prepared. Receive the peace that has been promised. Receive the joy that has been written for your soul. Beloved, do not linger in the past, for it is finished. Do not chase what is fleeting, for what I give is eternal. Do not fear the unknown, for I am already there, waiting for you. Life will now reflect the glory that has always been within you. The whispers of doubt will be replaced with songs of triumph. The echoes of despair will be silenced by the sound of victory. The shadows of yesterday will dissolve in the light of my presence. You will walk in confidence, for your steps are guided. You will shine with radiance, for my light rests upon you. You will speak with authority, for your words carry the power of my promise. Beloved child, you are not ordinary. You are chosen. You are honored. You are lifted. Your story is now entering a chapter of fulfillment, abundance, and peace. Every struggle you faced, every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered has led you to this sacred moment. Step into it fully and embrace the blessings that flow toward you. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. Beloved child, hear these words as they are whispered from heaven. Your journey has been long, yet your endurance has created a new horizon. What once seemed impossible is now unfolding before your eyes. The trials you endured were not meant to break you. They were shaping you into someone remarkable. Every step you took in faith has built a path toward glory. Every tear that fell was a seed that will now blossom into beauty. Every night that felt endless was preparing you for endless light. You will now walk in clarity where confusion once ruled. You will now live in peace where fear once lingered. You will now shine where darkness tried to claim your spirit. Moments you doubted yourself were never wasted, for I was quietly turning them into victories. Even when the world failed to acknowledge you, I lifted your worth higher than the highest mountain. Every disappointment, every delay, every setback has been rewritten as a stepping stone. Your life is now aligned with divine timing. The blessings that were once distant are now within reach. The people who are meant to uplift you are arriving at the right moments. The doors that were once closed are now opening wide. Your heart that once felt heavy will now overflow with peace. Your soul that once felt weary will now rest in delight. Your spirit that once felt weak will now rise in strength. The voice of doubt will no longer hold sway over you. The whispers of fear will no longer dictate your choices. The shadows of yesterday have no power over the light I am placing upon you. Step into this new season fully, beloved, with courage in your heart. Step into this new season fully, beloved, with faith as your shield. Step into this new season fully, beloved, knowing that every blessing is already yours. The prosperity of your soul, the alignment of your life, the manifestation of your dreams, all of this is flowing toward you. Every seed you planted in faith will now bear fruit abundantly. Every act of love you gave without expectation will now return to you multiplied. Every time you chose to rise after falling, the heavens rejoiced and recorded your victory. You will now see doors you never imagined opening before you. Will now hear words of affirmation you longed for but never received from the world. You will now feel the presence of peace filling every corner of your being. The past has released its grip. The present is blooming with promise. Future is secured in my hands. Beloved, rejoice in the fullness of what is coming, for it is greater than you can imagine. The journey was necessary, but the destination is magnificent. The storms you survived are now the stories of triumph that will inspire generations. The sacrifices you made are now the foundations for abundance. The nights you endured are now the dawn of brilliance. You are entering a season of fulfillment, alignment, and divine favor. Receive it with open arms and open heart and unwavering trust. You are a child of heaven, a vessel of my love, and a bearer of blessings beyond measure. Let your soul rejoice, for the light of heaven is dancing upon you. Let your heart be glad, for the promises of my word are manifesting in your life. Let your spirit rise, for you have been prepared for this moment from the beginning. The journey is now complete. and the celebration of your life has begun. And now, beloved, as this message reaches your heart, remember this. If this message touched you, if it lifted your spirit, if it reminded you of the love and guidance that surrounds you, show your support. Leave a comment below to share how this message spoke to you. Share this video with someone who needs to hear these words today. If you want to receive more divine guidance and messages of hope, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the blessings flowing through these videos. Your presence, your support, and your willingness to believe help bring light into the lives of others. Thank you for being part of this journey, and may your life continue to overflow with peace, love, and divine favor.